In 1958, the Japanese government made a decision that shocked the entire country. They banned a food, not because it tasted bad, not because it was immoral, but because it was killing people, hundreds of them. And yet, 60 years later, the people of one small city in southern Japan never stopped eating it. In fact, they made it their identity. This is the story of fugu, the fish Japan banned, and the city that refused to let it die. Fugu is a pufferfish found in the waters around Japan, Korea, and China, and it carries a poison called tetrodotoxin, one of the most lethal substances found in nature. It is 1,200 times more deadly than cyanide. There is no antidote. If a chef makes one wrong cut, if even a trace of the liver, the ovaries, or the skin contaminates the meat, the diner's nervous system begins to shut down within hours. First the tingling, then the paralysis, then the lungs stop. The only treatment is a ventilator and time. And sometimes, time runs out. Between 1950 and 1958, fugu poisoning killed so many people in Japan that the government had no choice. They banned it in Tokyo. They banned it across most of the country. But in Shimonoseki, a small coastal city in Yamaguchi Prefecture at the southwestern tip of Japan's main island, the fishermen pushed back. This was their fish. This was their livelihood. This was their culture. And they were not going to give it up. Shimonoseki today processes over 60% of all fugu caught in Japan. Walk through the city and you'll see fugu everywhere. Fugu statues at the train station, fugu lanterns hanging from the shops, fugu on every restaurant menu. Locals call it tora fugu, the tiger puffer fish, the most prized of all 22 edible species. And preparing it is not cooking, it is surgery. In Japan, fugu chefs must pass a government-issued license exam. It is one of the hardest culinary tests in the world. Candidates train for a minimum of 3 years before they are even allowed to sit it. The exam has a written section, a practical section, and a tasting section, where the candidate must eat the fugu they have prepared themselves. The pass rate sits below 35%. The ones who fail try again the following year. The ones who pass spend the rest of their careers mastering a single fish. Hiroshi Yamada has been preparing fugu in Shimonoseki for 31 years. He says, "The fish teaches you humility. You can never be careless, not once, not for 30 seconds, because 30 seconds is all it takes. So after all that, the danger, the training, the history, what does fugu actually taste like?" The answer surprises most people. It is delicate, almost mild. Nothing like the drama surrounding it. Tessa, fugu sashimi, is sliced so thin you can see the plate through it, arranged in a flower pattern called yuki, meaning snow. The texture is firm, slightly chewy, nothing like regular white fish. Then there is techuri, fugu hot pot, where the fish simmers slowly in dashi broth until the collagen in the bones turns the soup rich and silky. And if you want the full Shimonoseki experience, you order hirazake, sake with a toasted fugu fin dropped into the glass. The smoke from the fin rises through the warm rice wine. It tastes like the ocean and a bonfire at the same time. A full fugu dinner at a traditional Shimonoseki restaurant costs between $100 and $300 US. It is not street food, it is ritual. It is history in a bowl. The ban on fugu was partially lifted in Tokyo in 1983. But only after Shimonoseki proved that with proper training and strict licensing, the fish could be served safely. The city that refused to obey changed the law. Today, fugu is considered a national treasure, a dish that survived a government ban, 2 generations of fear, and 100 years of debate, because the people who loved it refused to let it disappear. Japan has 47 prefectures. Every single one of them is hiding a story like this. A dish with a history no one talks about. A food that almost vanished. A person who dedicated their life to keeping something alive. That is what this channel is for. Subscribe, because next week, we're going somewhere no travel guide will ever take you.